Looking good, BestInSlot. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is BestInSlot, and we are back with another episode of Minecraft Jurassic Park. Now, before we kick today's episode off, I'm going to show you quickly the culmination of the bunker. So I'm going to cut to a clip that I recorded yesterday. That's just going to do a little run through of the bunker, how the final thing looks, and explain some stuff about the future. But before we do that, I thought I would show you guys the finished, nearly finished, maybe there's a little bit of work I need to do, bunker kind of thing. So as you come inside, you will open this little box here, and you will find in a flashlight just like this one. And it will say, what did Sattler do to find the breaker? That's your little hint for how you're meant to find your way through this section. So, in we go. Now you'll see the main thing I've changed is I've basically added a ton of just kind of industrial looking there's a bat. Industrial looking stuff sort of all over the walls, mainly pipes and vents and little bits of metal like it's been hastily repaired, stuff like that. Nothing particularly fancy, there's nothing in there yet. One day there'll be something in there, but just little things to kind of, I don't know, make it seem more like it does in the film. If you head over here and to the left, there's now a lit up section. I don't know if I can find a way to make this not lit up all the time. I probably can if I just mess around with the glowstone, but this is like just a little a room, basically. There are lights underneath there to light up the... Actually, you know what, while we're here, we're going to get rid of those. I don't want that to be light until the glowstone is on. Never mind, there we go. Fixed. Right, so just a little sort of sciencey room there. If you head over here, there's a thing on the wall that basically tells you you've gone the wrong way again. Okay, if you didn't get the Jurassic Park hint, follow the ceiling wires, as in these things right here. So you follow the ceiling wires down here. Big fan there. Lots of stuff on the walls. I couldn't think of what to put here, so there's an under construction, like as in they hadn't quite finished building all the tunnels in the bunker. Because why not? At the end of the day, we don't know what is all down all these tunnels in the film. I think this is a perfectly reasonable thing, and it took me no time at all. So I kind of just knocked in the wall a little bit and then added these signs. And obviously over there is the this is the way out, which isn't open until you get down here. Now things have changed slightly. You are going to see the raptor, which is a shame, but turn that off. Lights. Computers. Raptor! I did change things up slightly, as you can see. The lights are now sort of at the top and at the side instead of like from the back. It's okay. I still think I want to change this to be a piston door that's kind of going to release the raptor. I'd like to actually release the raptor, you know, so that it can get to people. So I'm going to work on that, I think, as we go along. But by and large, I'm relatively happy with the entire thing. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Anyways, activating all those turns this on. I've put some extra glowstone there. It's kind of like a little hint as to, you know, this is the way you should go next. And you head down here, that door opens up, and you head upstairs into the light. Looking good, BestInSlot. Thank you. Right, anyways, I don't know if I addressed this in the bunker bit. So basically, as you know, the plan was to do the Gallimimus / T.rex scene immediately after the bunker, then do the electric fence, or sort of combine the two, and then move on to the visitor centre. That's not quite the film order, but in terms of making it run together thematically, in terms of keeping it character to character, that would kind of make a little bit more sense, if you know what I mean. So that was kind of the idea. Because, like, how would you do... I don't know, just having the Gallimimus scene before the bunker would have felt a bit weird to me. I think having the Gallimimus scene and then the electric fence made a lot more sense. However, I think we may skip the Gallimimus scene simply because I can't think of a good way to do it. I'm well open to suggestions. I've left this area here completely clear, and we can flatten it further in both directions and a little bit further out here, specifically so we can do a potential Gallimimus scene. At the very least, what we may do is build a big-ass log here in the middle, and have some Gallimimuses on one side wandering around, maybe a T.rex, and just have them sitting there. I can't think of a way to have a dead Gallimimus. I can't really have a way to have them to herd or flock together, you know, run away from the Rex. None of those things are going to happen, which I think is going to make for quite a disappointing scene, so I didn't really want to make it a big focal point. I also don't think it's a big focal point in the film itself, so I don't think it's that big a deal if we decide to skip out on it. But just in case somebody had a particularly good idea, I thought I would leave that little room there. We, however, are going to work on the final scene in the entire park. Today we're going to work on the visitor centre. I've already spent quite a few hours building this thing, as you will see, and today we're going to focus mainly on tightening up the structure, doing some extra things for the actual foundation and structure itself, and then the next episode we're going to start working on the rooms in order, which would be the cafetiere at the back, then the control room, well no, the cafe, the kitchen, the control room, and the main scene in the main sort of room, and then probably one more episode where they leave the park. And that would be it. That would be the end of Minecraft Dinosaurs Let's Build Jurassic Park. We would of course move on to the Lost World, maybe with a little break in between, but either way. So yeah, I'm quite excited to show you this. The idea was to go as realistic as humanly possible. I've spent a lot of time researching blueprints and designs online for how this should be built, and I'm trying to build suspense. Let's hide this and let's go for it. It's not done yet. And so forth in that manner. So I'm going to give you a little tour of what's gone on so far. These are the rotundas. Obviously they're not done yet. We're going to work on those right now. This area at the back is where the cafe is. Now, if I had one problem when building this thing, it's that there really isn't a good blueprint for it online. There isn't a well-made, decent, realistic blueprint. There is one image out there that looks like it's a really good blueprint for the building. And you know, it's got like information about where the cafe is and where the outdoors cafe is and all this kind of malarkey. But it's wrong. Look at it and it's wrong. It puts the rotundas, these things here, basically has this circle is bigger and has these rotundas, and that's where the control room is. I don't know what's in this one. I actually have no idea. I think it might be like an employee lounge kind of thing, something like that. Oh, but the control room is in this one over here, and the cafe's in the back there. These are garages, by the way. You don't really see them in the film, but these will have staircases going underneath to an employee garage. They've both got staircases in the side. Again, you don't really see that in the film, but it is there. I'm going to turn the music down because it's deafening me. By 2%, no, that'll do. But they had the rotundas like in the middle of the circle. Yet if you look at any image of this building online, the rotundas are quite clearly about where I've put them. So I've kind of amalgamated many images. I watched the film, that scene again multiple times, any scene with the visitor centre, and got some screen grabs off the shelter as well. And this is pretty much what it looks like. I'm really proud of what this looks like. I think it looks fantastic. The door is huge. When I first built this, it was probably the door probably ended about there. And the problem with that is you walked in, and the roof was lower to accommodate that, and there wasn't enough room. So, what I was going to do is put a staircase going down here, so that you got in, there'd be more room between you and the roof. But look at it, it's cool, isn't it? I'm really proud of this. I honestly think it's one of the best things I've ever built in Minecraft. I really just went for sheer accuracy over everything else. The door is ginormous. You don't realise it maybe when you watch the film, but the door is actually huge. The door itself is actually quite a bit smaller than this, but it's got that sort of t.rex skeleton looking design around the sides and stuff like that. And this is going to be a different texture, this bit here. I just kind of wanted to get the basic shape, and that's going to be like a darker stone. It's quite hard to make the water look exactly like how I like, but that has to slope down. There's a little grassy bit. I might buff that up a little bit. There's some minor details, but working within the limitations of Minecraft, I am very happy with how this all worked out. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to pull up an image, and we're just going to do some basic stuff. We're going to work on the rotundas, these two things here, and then we should probably do the floor, and we should put a roof on this, and that is going to be the cafe, which is going to be the next thing we're going to do. I think the plan, because you imagine this back wall of the cafe, this is the one where they see the raptor. I might elongate this wall, have it less curvy. Don't know if I can do that. I could probably do that. And then we're going to use stained glass, I think, to make like a raptor-esque scene. We can't do it directly. It's not going to look like it perfectly does in the film, but I think we can get it pretty close. I don't actually think this door is right in the centre, so I might have to move that. But that's next episode. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit more research before we do that. Let me just pull up an image. Okay, so the rotunda. The glass level on the side rotundas, and this is how detailed I'm trying to be here, is approximately level with these ones. Mine is going to be one block higher, but that's not a big deal. Let's have a little look at this. Okay, I don't know if it's actually glass. I don't think it is glass, but I think glass is the only way to make this look good. So we're going to do basically what I did for this entire thing, and that way you guys will see what I did for the entire thing. let's get building. This isn't going to be a particularly long episode. I don't want to bore you guys with this because it is going to be very basic building stuff, but I wanted an episode where I could talk to you guys about the plans for this thing. This is obviously the biggest thing we've built in the entire series by a fairly dramatic margin. You know, it's not even close. It's a dramatic margin how this is the biggest thing we've built. And it's going to take a lot of work and blah, 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 blah. But I'd really, really like it to look good. I'd like this to be the most realistic visitor centre ever built in Minecraft. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. In terms of sheer research, in terms of the design and building foundation itself, I think it's up there already, to be honest. I've seen a lot of these online. People love building this thing in Minecraft because it's a fun building to build in a lot of ways. Other than circles being a royal pain. I hate circles. I hate circles more than I hate trees as of building this bloody thing. But it's other than that, it's quite fun to build. But I don't think many people aim for sheer realism as opposed to kind of doing their interpretation of it, which is obviously fine and makes a lot of sense, but we are trying to recreate Jurassic Park at the end of the day. We're not trying to do our version of it. Other than the bunker. The bunker's the only place where that kind of idea went out the window a little bit, just because of the limitations of Minecraft and redstone, or my own redstone skills at the very least. So this is what I've been doing. Is that right? Yeah. It's kind of a pain in the ass. It looks really easy to do, right? And it is, but it's very easy to make a little mistake, and one little mistake just throws out the entire bloody thing. But it goes 2 in. I did initially build the entire roof, doing only 1 in and then stack it up on top, but it was just too big, basically. It was twice the height of that, and that worked out perfect. I was really lucky that the height of that worked out pretty much exactly like it is in the film, although it should have a little hat. Give it a little hat. In the film, it kind of spikes up at the top a little bit. You know, it goes like somebody's pulling on the top of the roof, and the roof is loving it. Right, okay, 2 in, and then what we do is this: we pull out, shut up my jokes, and we build up, and we don't keep it there in front of the glass just because I want to make sure there's as much natural light as possible coming in. It's already a little bit dark, maybe just because of the sheer scale of the building. But whatever. By the way, I'm not convinced, having watched the film, that the visitor centre they enter, as in through the main doors, and the visitor centre they're in via like all the indoor scenes, I'm not convinced it's the same visitor centre. I feel like maybe the entrance was built separately. Now that might be crazy talk. It probably is crazy talk. But if you go back and watch it again, or just that scene where they run in through the just watch any scene where they go in through the front door and watch any scene when they're inside. I don't think the sizes correlate. I feel like the roof would be a lot closer in the film version, in the outdoor version, like in the version you see when they go out, when they go through the main door. It's very hard to describe what I'm on about here. I know what I mean. If I know what I mean, you guys should know what I mean. Right. So they go in the front door of the visitor centre, right? They walk in, and you see the visitor centre from the outside. You see the roof. If that was the exact same scale indoors as well, I feel the roof would be a lot closer than it actually is in the film. Now, that may have been me underestimating just how big the main door is, but I don't know. It says... Right, okay, so this is going to be like this all the way to the top now. There's no glass or anything. These are actually broken down sort of around here. There's like a column system, and these walls are obviously going to be changed as well. These are like columns, and then it's like a dark texture. I don't really know what that is. I was thinking about it as well. Thankfully, what we can do with this looks wrong. This is definitely wrong. Look at that. That could not be... Why is that so... Oh, I know why it's wrong. Okay, it's because this is flat, because this is built in here. Like, half this circle is kind of cut out. That shouldn't... Oh, that might matter. Is that going to be really bad? Yeah, that's going to cause an issue. Right, I need to think. What I'm going to do, I think, is get rid of this. Alright, yeah, I need to think about this. What is the logical way to handle that? I guess what we do is build up the... Damn. I'm going to build up every other layer, and then we'll come back to this side. I think that's the only logical way to do it. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's made this very confusing. Like, that would be there, so I would put there, yeah. There. Okay, let's just get back onto it. It's gonna be fine. So I need some mod suggestions more than anything else. I really need like some tables and chairs and kitchen items and stuff like that. There is a mod called, which I already have installed, called it's not called it's called something else. It's called I don't know, it's like a really well-known one, right? With loads of equipment and stuff. What the hell is it called? It's driving me insane. I'll show you, I'll find it. Ah, there it is. It's this one, Mr. Crayfish's Furniture Mod, which was the most popular furniture mod I could find. Unfortunately, every single thing in Crayfish's Furniture Mod has like this really weird texture on it. It like flashes and glimmers and stuff, and it looks terrible, and I'd really rather not use it if possible. So basically I'm looking for other suggestions. And we can always make tables and chairs if need be, but I think modded items are just naturally going to look better. And given the amount of work I've put into this already, I'd like it to continue looking as good as it possibly can. I need to think about this. This is, again, a fairly confusing moment for me. Wait, why is that different? What? That's wrong. Why is that wrong? Should that be stone? Is that why it's wrong? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. And then that would be there, and then that would go there. You see what I mean? How it can be confusing? It's very confusing. I'm not just stupid. I mean, that may be part of it, don't get me wrong, but it is also confusing. But this is precisely how I did the main rotunda, and that worked out really well, so I'm optimistic that this will as well. Is that right? No? Again, different. Bloody hell. Right, that's sticking. Why is that sticking out there? Let's just get rid of this, I think. If it's even with this bottom layer, I'm going to kill it off. I think that's the plan. Should that be like that? It's not on that side. Oh, that side bit is really going to be a pain in the ass. I really didn't think about that when I was building it. Maybe we'll just do like a straight glass layer or something. Or stagger a glass layer up to the top. We'll figure something out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I feel like this should be sticking out like that, though. Right? Yeah, for sure, for sure. For sure. Okay. I'm just gonna build it, right? And if it goes terribly, I've rebuilt this entire goddamn thing like 7 or 8 times now. It's so much work building this that I don't mind having to go back and do this. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of work before even the next episode. But I'm excited. Next episode, we're gonna do a stained glass thing, like a raptor scene. You know, where they see the raptor through the stained glass. I don't think we can actually do the raptor itself, but I think we can show like a beautiful stained glass scene and light it up from the bottom. They're sitting in the kitchen chilling, and then I suppose we could put a raptor in. Yeah, we'll put a raptor in as well. Why not? Why the hell not? Okay, is that 2 out? That is 2 out, so now we're building in again. Does this look right? Like, imagine this was coming in from the same way. I suppose so. Oh, God only bloody knows. God only bloody knows. So yeah, I am very open to suggestions. My plan is basically, they don't come in the film. They come through the main entrance, and you only see it for like 2 seconds. My plan is for them not to come through the main entrance, because I want you, when you see the main entrance bit, I want that to be where the Rex is and where the raptors are and where the broken skeleton is and all that kind of malarkey. That's going to be the big climactic final scene at the end of the day, right? So it doesn't make sense to have you see that automatically. You should see that at the end. And I can't really think of a way to do it so the T-Rex sort of breaks in later on. You know, again, there are limitations that we have to deal with when building a Minecraft. That's just kind of the way it is. So I'm thinking I'm going to have the main entrance locked until you activate it from the inside. We'll have a button or a thingamajiggy. What's that thing on the floor called? You step on it and pressure plate. Yes, you'll have a pressure plate. Maybe that you stand on. This is looking really good from that side. You'll step on a pressure plate and that'll open the front door, but you can only do that from the inside. So when you approach from the outside, you have to work out how to get in to get to the cafeteria. And then from the cafeteria, you go to the kitchen, where there will be a raptor trapped in a freezer. and from there you go to the control room. Now, how you get from there to the control room, I haven't figured out quite yet, because again, I want people to avoid the main rotunda, and that's there. So I'm thinking I might build a tunnel between these two, and then have a staircase go up in the control room, and then you'll come out of the control room that way through a ventilation system and drop down into the main room. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I've completely forgotten where I was. I think I was there. Shouldn't stop doing this midway through. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous. How tall is this? Is it going to be too tall? Probably not, right? No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's going to be hunky-dory, pudding and pie. Kiss girls, made them cry. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm pretty sure they're the same song. You know what is the same song, right? I wrote this out a long time ago. This is very interesting. Probably. Not really. Shut up. Wait, am I building there? Oh, I hate this sometimes. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I am building there, yes. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to... I actually don't know the song. I'm just kind of... This is my own made-up lyrics, okay? Wait, no. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to... Oh, I've completely forgotten it. There's a thing. Right, but no, I'm going to remember it. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer do. I've gone crazy over the thought of you. And then there was the Wizard of Oz. This one because of the wonderful things he does. Do. We're off to see the wizard. Ah, kill me now. Okay. Alright, I haven't built that yet, that's why that looks weird. I think that's not meant to be there. Oh god. I want this centre bit to look the same on both sides, and it clearly doesn't. But it wouldn't, would it? This is nearly this is really difficult to do because of that bloody cut outside. But yeah, this can't look like this. This looks silly. I need to fix that. The top still has to be top shaped. It should look like this, and then the side will have to be built up in accordance with that, I guess. Maybe I should just build one half of it and then build the other half to match it. That's probably a better idea. I can probably cut this down to match it though. Wait. How many blocks long is that? So that's too long from there. That's okay. No, we can do this. It may look like a goddamn disaster, but it's not. Sort of. So that's like that, right? On both sides. That's even. Yeah. Yep. And that does the same. So that should come out to that one. I think. I'm not looking forward to doing this twice. Okay. Pull this out, I think. And same again on this side. That will come out twice. I think this is a better way to do it. Bum, 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 bum. Just gonna make sure this is a double on both sides. There's no reason it wouldn't be. Like, it absolutely is, but that's wrong. Yeah, it's a double all the way down. That's only a single, right? Yeah, so this needs to come out. That should be like that right now. Although maybe because it is a weird bit, we just cut that there. That looks a lot better though, right? That's definitely an improvement, I think. You see what I have to deal with? You see what I've been going through? Life is hard, folks. Life is hard. Oh, I have to do this again. Oh no. I don't know how to copy paste. Like, yeah, I know you can do it, and that's really good because we're going to want to use this visitor center again for Jurassic World. It's going to be the exact same building, but we're going to get to destroy it and put like vines all over it and stuff. It's going to be really cool, actually. I'm quite excited to do that. Cool. Cool. Okay. How do I want to do this bit? That should stick out one further. I think that's just going to look stupid. So I think we maybe make it a single and just kind of let it be slightly lopsided. You can't really tell, can you? No, I think that's fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so gotta do the same on that side. See how long this took? 20 minutes, right, for that rotunda. Imagine how long that took, and this took, and all of it took. But there we go. It's looking good. I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. So I won't hear a bad word about it. It is as realistic as I could make it. Let's put it that way. You know, I was dealing with limitations. I'm going to try to get the other rotunda done, the floors done in those rotundas. But the main thing I need to do is put the roof on this, and then we're going to work on this next episode. So I think the idea is to cut this bit here into a kitchen. Like, pull out from there, kitchen here, and then have a way to get from the kitchen into this building, which technically isn't how they do it, but I need to keep people out of this main room. And it's an adventure map. I want it to feel like an adventure map. Unless there's a way to kind of keep people away. No, I can't have you go in here. This has to be a big dramatic thing where you come through the vents and you fall up. I don't know where the vents are, by the way. Like, they're going to ruin my beautiful ceiling. And you fall down somehow. We'll figure that out. And it's crashed bones everywhere, and a T.rex, and the sign, and the raptors, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. So from here into the kitchen, into the control room, into there. Probably not going to do anything with this because you don't go in here. So I'll probably just fill in the floor and just make it so you can't go in, basically. Because why would I do work that I don't need to? Yeah, but yeah, let me know any ideas. Any mod recommendations would be the big thing. What I need right now is like some white tables or something would be really good. Again, we could probably just make them out of boxes if absolutely necessary. And if anything, the less mods we use, the better, because it means less for people to download. But, it's good, isn't it? These will look better as well. They're going to have... The roof is going to pretty much be like that. I don't think the roof needs changing, but these are going to have like columns in it. There's going to be staircases down there, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're going to end it there. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I shall see you lovely folks in the next episode. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.